Hey y'all, it's Allie, and I wanted to just really quick share with you how I made this birthday card for my son yesterday. He turned 14. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. He's almost as tall as me. Where does the time go? But I forgot to get him a card, and I figured, you know what? I didn't schedule anything big today for work, so why don't I just make him a card? I'm just cutting a little Polaroid here that I made, and I have a tutorial on how to make these adorable Polaroids on another video, and I will try to swipey-dipey that up top somewhere, somehow. And then I decided to just plop a little bit of color on this piece of watercolor paper that I cut to be a 4x6 card. Plopping's my favorite. And it's not really a technical thing, it's just basically plopping color. And it's very therapeutic. I've learned a lot about the personalities of each of the colors that I have just by playing with them. So this is a color over here on the left that I made using Perylene green and Phthalo turquoise, which is so pretty. And I'm just putting it on this Tim Holtz splatter brush and splattering it. Oh, then I splattered it on my picture, which was super not cool. But I just very carefully took a tiny brush and then wiped it off. It did discolor a little bit, but I think it will be okay. I'm now taking just some little scraps of paper that I have laying all over my floor because I need to clean the floor area. So I figured, you know, might as well do two things at once, clean my floor plus use something for a card and figure out, I call this nesting, where you just kind of figure out where you want to put stuff, or I call it fussing. It depends. If I'm doing too much of it, it's fussing. And just using a little bit of matte medium and the brush that I use specifically for matte medium, because this stuff can get your brushes all crusty. So I'm using that to place these little pieces of paper on my card. Use your fingers too if you want. Then I took some acrylic paint and a real kind of a coarser brush, and I used just like a indigo kind of color, turquoise and white. I love how this brush gives me like the brush strokes. I love it when you can see brush strokes because texture is my jam. Don't know what this brush is actually. It's blue. Then I took another piece of watercolor paper and I took the colors, I think this is Mayan Genuine and Shadow Violet. Yes, took those two colors and just made a little plot there on the card, the watercolor paper, I guess. And then I took this gold, my pot of gold. I love this stuff so much. You can get it at Jet Pens, and I use it for everything. And I just kind of dabbed it in there because it's so pretty and shimmery. I love it. Then I took my infamous number stencil. It's not really mine, but I use it all the time. And it seems like every time I find someone or someone else finds this stencil, it gets bought out because so many people want it. But I just use the numbers and trace them there with my pencil because I'm going to end up cutting these out, fussy cutting them. And it really is a fussy cut because cutting watercolor paper this detailed, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna hurt myself, especially getting that little inside part of the 4. I seriously thought I was just gonna stab myself. It was scary. Then I decided to just take a really small number 3 Williams, what is this? Not Williams Sonoma, William and Contman 111 series. I saw a friend do the edge of her pages, and I just wanted to try the edge of these numbers just with the gold. I thought that would look super cool, and it did. It took a long while, but I had time, so yeah, I did that. Oh, and then I stuck this piece of paper through my sewing machine. That was fun, trying to hide that. My sewing machine is in my living room right now because I was making rat hammocks for my rats and out of fleece. And so I was trying to keep this secret so my son wouldn't see. But I decided to go ahead and put some like craft paper on the inside so you didn't see all the back of the sewing thread, whatever. And I use this glue called glitter glue. It is the best. It's pretty much indestructible once it dries, and it dries really quick. But I will try to link that below. It's pretty awesome stuff. I use that for like collaging things that need to stay put. And I use my glue dot things for like photos in my journal. Then I took some of the 3D Scotch tape and then just like took probably too much time in putting it on these numbers so that they would kind of pop out on the front of the card. I don't do this often, but only on cards usually. In my journal, it just wouldn't work very well. But I really love how it just kind of makes it dimensional. And there it is, my birthday card for my 14-year-old boy and his rat, Whiskers. I hope y'all enjoyed watching me put this card together for my son, and if you do enjoy these types of videos, there's a couple ways that you can see more that are not on YouTube. You can either go to Patreon and become a patron, where you can see over 60 videos, and if you go to my website, alliebrowncreative.com, you can buy the Journal With Me Bundle Pack 1 and see 10 really fun lessons full of tips, tricks, links to all of the supplies that I use, and much more. We just thank you so much. My family thanks you, and I will see y'all later. Bye.